A lot of interest, obviously, in this story and in the fate of Meng Wanzhou, who is seen as the heir to this company, Huawei, which is seen as a national technological champion. So quite a few people here following avidly the track of her flight back to China online and awaiting eagerly the fact that flight will be landing in Shenzhen in about a couple of hours in the south of China. The one line that we keep hearing a lot of, which seems to be the official line from the government, is that this is the result of the unremitting efforts of the Chinese government. This has been said by the first wire on the topic by China's press agency, Xinhua. It's been used by the spokesperson for the Foreign Affairs Ministry, and Meng Wanzhou herself, in her statements, has profusely thanked the Chinese government for what they've done. Now, what's interesting here as well is Huawei's lawyers who have emitted this statement saying that the deal that was struck finds that Meng Wanzhou has pled not guilty to the main charges. What's interesting with that is that this does not mention the fact that the deals that was struck also mentions that Meng Wanzhou has committed herself to not go against the statement of facts that has been put forward by the American Department of Justice, especially that she misled a bank about the relationship between Huawei and an Iranian subsidiary. Also of interest here in Chinese media, the fact that the two Canadians, Michael Kovrig and Michael Spavor, have not been mentioned as much.
And Charles, just where does this all leave the relationship between China and the West? Where do we go from here?
Well, it's just one tiny obstacle that's been removed in a way. If anything, this shows a different of approaches between the Trump administration, which is the one that decided to send the arrest for Meng Wanzhou in Vancouver, and the Biden administration, which is trying to be a little bit less aggressive in its move. But even without this obstacle in the way, there's still so many reasons not to trust each other between Washington and Beijing. We can go down the list of all the various issues here. There's the sanctions that were imposed by the United States on China for the human rights abuses in Xinjiang, or the degradation of the autonomy of Hong Kong. There are also the controversies over the origins of the COVID-19 pandemic. There are so many different issues here that basically signal to a larger, great power rivalry between Beijing and Washington. So it's not clear what the next step will be to build more trust between those two countries.